This particular tweet from popular Cardano proponent Dan Gambardello has driven us to Cloud 9. Cardano won't be below $1 much longer. Simple and short, yet it resonates deeply. Cardano ADA investors have been hanging on in a bear season for the longest time. It is time for an ADA breakout, and that time is now. As noted, in a recent post, Dan Gambardello, the founder of Crypto Capital Venture, asserted that ADA's days below $1 would soon be over. Now, if you've been following his updates from last year, he has always projected a massive uptick for the coin, as he and other analysts believe that the asset has minimal resistance to print a new all-time high. Cardano has rich historical price trends that align with the projections made by Gambardello. While it traded as low as 1.7 cents in October 2017, ADA has recorded a breakout above $1 mark on several occasions in the past, although they were not sustained. Just in case you didn't know, one of the earliest price breakouts above $1 came on January 4th, 2018, when the price of ADA touched $1.09. The coin dropped after achieving this feat and did not retest the $1 mark until early February of 2021. The 2021 calendar year marked as an exceptional one for Cardano, seeing its price rally to an all-time high above $3.10. In of itself, it was an impressive run, and then you were quite familiar with the rest of the gist. The slump recorded after that cycle top has been intense, dragging the price of Cardano to a low of 23 cents over the past year. Now, current indications show that the worst is over, and Cardano is on track to ride the current bullish wave surrounding Bitcoin. The asset seeks to chart a defined path for itself in the mid to long term, even though volatility remains persistent. While the latest message from Dan Gambardello exudes optimism, in previous ones the analysts have projected the likelihood of ADA hitting the $1 price mark before the upcoming Bitcoin halving event. Apart from Dan Gambardello, other analysts are also very bullish on ADA, with some of the most conservative projections pegging the price of the cryptocurrency at $3 soon. Interestingly, Cardano, as a protocol, is gearing up to back these beautiful forecasts with more intense ecosystem development. Most recently, Cardano ADA, which is now the 8th largest cryptocurrency in terms of market capitalization, has experienced a recent price surge, but currently trades below the levels seen in the previous bull run in March to April 2021. This situation has fueled concerns among investors who are comparing ADA's performance to the recently renewed bullish momentum of Bitcoin. In the previous bull run, when Bitcoin reached a peak of $60,000, ADA traded concurrently above $1. While Bitcoin has surpassed $60,000, ADA hovers around 65 cents, according to CoinMarketCap. So what's with the inconsistencies? However, Gambardello addressed this issue in particular. He examined this discrepancy and drew comparisons to Ethereum's price action during a similar phase in the previous cycle. Like ADA, Ethereum's price was initially lower when Bitcoin reached comparable levels, but ended up experiencing significant growth. The analyst highlighted the launch of ADA in late 2017, placing it towards the end of the bull market. It was unlike the more established Ethereum. Despite both reaching bull market highs in 2017, ADA lacked the foundations built by Ethereum. Gambardello further drew emphasis on the emergence of decentralized finance projects, with Uniswap launching for ETH in October 2018 and SundaySwap for ADA in January of 2022. Therefore, data suggests that ADA has followed a pattern similar to Ethereum and endured a substantial correction followed by a period of foundational development. The analysts show that both Ethereum and ADA has experienced similar levels of volatility during their respective bear markets, with price drops exceeding 90%. Plus, during the previous cycle, when Bitcoin broke key resistance levels or bull market doors, ETH experienced a 60% drop from its peak, trading around $500 when Bitcoin reached $17,000. In contrast, although ADA is currently down 78% from its peak, it is trading below its price point when Bitcoin reached $60,000. So it suggests that ADA might be following a similar pattern to ETH historically. As reported, Cardano whale activity suggests potential future price recovery, and analysts predict surpassing a key resistance level could lead to further gains. From another perspective, are the current events happening around Cardano ADA aligning with these forecasts? Inconsistency with historical cycles may not be the only problem that Cardano is facing. According to a recent research conducted by a site known as AlphaQuest Research, it established that Cardano ADA has been one of the leading ecosystems with dead or failed coins in the past couple of years. The study found that 74% of Cardano-based projects has ceased to exist. So what is the basis of this report? To classify projects as dead coins, the researchers utilized criteria such as low trading volume and liquidity, doormat or deleted X accounts, and websites that were no longer active. As such, blockchains with over 50% failed projects are dubbed as dead. Besides Cardano, Terra also experienced a similar 74% rate of project failures. Also, AlphaQuest noted that the majority of cryptocurrencies that debuted during the 2020-2021 bull market have since become defunct. This suggests that 2021 was quite a challenging year for new cryptocurrency projects. The site noted, a considerable number of crypto projects have a brief existence, with 21.77% lasting less than a year and 11.65% lasting less than 6 months. Only 22.4% of crypto projects successfully survive more than 4 years. However, Cardano in of itself is not dead. Recently, Dan Gambardella sang the praises of Cardano as rival blockchain Avalanche suffered a near 5-hour outage. Gambardella hammered on his belief that institutions sooner or later will start investing in ADA because it has a unique peer-reviewed research approach that has ensured a resilient and reliable foundation. On the other hand, Avalanche's native token AVAX dipped more than 7% as a result of the outage, while Cardano ADA went up by 1.5% over the same time frame. Pointing to Avalanche's downtime, Gambardella reminded his ex-followers that Cardano has not only proven itself as a consistent top 10, but has also proven itself as steady. Adopting a more cautious stance, traders appear to be moving their funds from the Avalanche ecosystem into Cardano, seeking safety amid volatility after the major outage. According to Dan, Cardano is on the path to being the only chain focused on a true decentralized governing system while maintaining consistent uptime. In addition, low-latency blockchain Solana also endured a 5-hour outage earlier in February as they experienced heavy congestion. At the end of the day, if Cardano wants to spike in value, it cannot afford to be dead. Regardless of any criteria though, Cardano in of itself is not dead. Furthermore, in a recent interview with the Cardano founder, Charles Hoskinson, he disclosed the network's current timeline and spoke on the future of governments, amongst other things. Spotlighting Cardano's current position, Hoskinson explained that things are coming together as planned. Although updates and upgrades usually receive a lot of criticism, with onlookers insisting that Cardano is dead. Just like the report, Hoskinson revealed that on-chain metrics and statistics reflect a healthy network ecosystem. Speaking of Plutus v3, the upgrade is expected to enhance the entirety of the Cardano network, and Hoskinson disclosed that it is already in Node 88. However, the network is still set up in preparation for its upcoming hard fork. The network is currently working towards developing the end-to-end package for both Plutus v3 and the 1694 governance model features. Hoskinson refers to it as the biggest and most consequential update in the history of Cardano, given that it's designed to activate the entire government of Cardano through a series of actions. On the future of governance, he disclosed that the governance structure was changed with the introduction of CIP 1694. Courtesy of this inception, the government relies on 3 principles. First, the governance will need some notion of democratic consent, done through voting. Outlining the current roadmap for scaling Cardano, Hoskinson explained that investment in a multi-model approach is the way forward, hence the network's commitment to invest in Hydra and Plutus v3. Changing the existing consensus model is essential for Cardano to achieve a Solana kind of speed, but network efficiency is just as important, according to Charles Hoskinson. He said, decentralization and resiliency is an expensive asset. Speed is easy. Speed with decentralization, resiliency, preservation of the principles of the system, no one is to solve that problem. Now, Cardano recently hit a historic milestone, with its total blocks reaching 10 million. This was noted in a February 29 tweet, and ex-user Stake with Pride highlighted that the 10 million block for Cardano would soon be reached. This milestone has now been reached as the total number of blocks in the Cardano network is at 10 million, according to data from Cardano Exploder ADA Stat. Blocks are batches of transactions that have been confirmed and stored on the blockchain. Fortunately, Cardano's 10 million block milestone comes amid bullish sentiment on the crypto market, as Bitcoin and other major cryptocurrencies have reached new highs. ADA is performing well, soaring to highs of 70 cents, which was last seen in May of 2022 before retreating. Going forward, there is more bullish news to come, and an ADA breakout above $2 is in fact imminent. But that's going to do it for today's video. Make sure you hit the subscribe notification buttons, and we'll see you in the next video.